heart rate is kind of increasing. I don't know why. I need to calm down. I need to calm. Before now, as a child growing up, when people are talking about 30, I usually see them as a big auntie, that big auntie that is 30, and I am just this. Now, voila. I am that big auntie that is turning 30. And so next year, I turn 30. And I won't lie, the thought of that actually is scary, right? And this is not because 30 feels old. It's more or less like when you're getting to the third floor, especially as a lady, you start thinking about everything. You start thinking about life. You start thinking about yourself. You start thinking about everything in general, the introspections and everything. And that's not because I haven't been thinking about my life before now. It's just that getting to the third floor comes with a different kind of feeling, especially if you're a lady in this part of the world that I am from. I don't know if you have that feeling or if 30 comes with that kind of questions, your own place. But where I am from, being a lady, especially when people get to know your age, it comes with different questions, different thoughts about yourself, internal um expectations and external expectations. And that is what 30 brings, the third floor. So I'll be turning 29 on the 28th of July this year, which means 30. The third floor is around the corner. And the truth is, lately I've been thinking about what that actually means. I mean, it's just like a rush in my mind. Like, I was just 20. When did I clock 30? Thinking about all of the things I have planned out for me, the things I wanted to do and everything. And in hindsight, I'm just thinking about everything. I'm realizing that there are a lot of boxes that I haven't ticked, a lot of things that I haven't done. But then again, I won't ignore the fact that I am alive. I am healthy. I am here because I also have friends that I started this journey of life with, and most of them are not here, family members and all that. But God has been gracious and we are here, we are strong and we are going. And 29, 29 is in sight, and 30 is knocking. I listen to people a lot talk about their 30s, and there are some people that talk about it as something that is scary and everything. And if I'm being honest, not as much as I'm thinking about mine, I don't think mine is coming with that scary intensity. Of course, there are things that will be coming to mind that I should have done or that I should do, expectations and everything. But I think I'm at a space or a place in my life where I don't pressure myself too much, right? I'm already going into the video where I don't pressure myself too much about what life has to bring or what I should do or things like that. I'm just more or less more calmer and more relaxed to just go through life so I don't break my own heart myself, right? So in this video, I'll be sharing 4 things that I've learned so far in my journey of life, especially given the fact that I'm going to the third floor. Okay, my heart is beating. My heart rate is kind of increasing. I don't know why. I need to calm down. I need to calm down. Okay, so without much further ado, let's just dive right into the video. So the first thing that I've realized so far on my journey of life and getting to the top floor is the pressure of time. Trust me when I say this, when you are in your 20s, 30 usually seem far off. But the truth is, when you feel like it is far, that is when it is closer than you think, because before you blink, you are in your 30s, and that is where you find yourself being in that tight corner where the society has silent expectations of you. They are asking you questions directly or indirectly. You should have your careers figured out. You should have your life figured out. You should have money saved. You should have this. You should have that. Relax. Trust me when I say this. A lot of us are still trying to figure out our lives. A lot of us. So it's not just you. Instead of trying to beat yourself up or worrying yourself into depression or overthinking everything, I just need you to relax and know that a lot of people are in your shoes. You're not just the only one. So stop worrying. A lot of us are still figuring out our lives. Trust me, these things are just numbers. Don't let it determine your trajectory. Don't let it determine your path. Don't let it determine the success that you have achieved or whatever it is. Because eventually, when it comes to success, it is relative. To you, it might be money. To someone else, it might be good health. To another person, it might be a certificate. To others, it might be marriage. All right. So don't allow the society to determine what success is for you or what your time schedule is for you or the right time when you are supposed to achieve whatever it is that you're meant to achieve. Don't put a time tag to your life or what you're meant to do. All right. So the second lesson that I've learned so far on my journey to the third floor is that comparison makes it worse. Okay, so I'm smiling because I recently read somewhere online that a girl was trying to delete her social media because whenever she comes online, all she sees is her friends that are doing better off or things like that. Trust me when I say this, when you get to a stage of life where you are able to deal with the spirit of comparison, then you've practically dealt with 50% of your problem, because comparison takes a toll on anyone that allows it to take a toll on them, especially when you let it linger, when you let it sit on your bosom, when you let it come close to you, live with you and everything. It steals your joy, belittles the things you've done, and make your life miserable. And one thing I've noticed about those that are in their 30s, or we that we are going to our 30s, is it's more or less like a 5 and 6 thingy, because you always see yourself comparing, especially in a world that we are today, in a world of social media where everyone is posting everything and anything. And if you don't hold yourself well enough, if you're not contented well enough, if you're not self-aware well enough, you find yourself comparing your life to those that you're seeing online, especially with your friends, your colleagues, and everything, not realizing that most of these people, they just showcase the good side without showing the bad side. Nobody wants to watch their dirty linens outside. You might be surprised that those people you're comparing their life with yours, most often than not, you might be having it going well than them, right? So don't find yourself in a situation where you're comparing your real life with someone else's real life. It is the worst place that you want to be in. The worst. This is so to say that when you find yourself sinking deep in that dark cloud of comparison, sitting in one corner, thinking about your life, asking yourself, why am I behind? Why am I this? Why am I that? I need you to realize that life is not a race. Your time of life is very different from my time of life. All right. So stop comparing your life with someone else's. Our clocks are very different. Your clock is different. My clock is very, very different. All right. So the third lesson that I've learned so far on my journey to the third floor: growth matters more than speed. I know this is mostly easier said than done. A lot of us are aware of this, but when it comes to acting it out, but when it comes to doing it, when it comes to living it, that is where the issue is. Trust me when I say this, you can't compare yourself in your 20s. You can't compare yourself in your teenage to the you now. I can't compare myself, the me in my 20s and the me now. No, I have grown. I have healed. Trust me when I say that healing part, very real. In as much as I am not 100% healed right now, but at least the difference is very clear. I have grown too. I mean, yes. So if you're, instead of you to be counting all of the things you've not done, how about you count all of the things you've achieved, all of the things you've done, all of the good things you've gained over time for yourself? Because the truth is, you've grown, You've healed, you've learned difficult lessons, real life difficult lessons. And if I'm being honest, the growth that you've experienced over time is better off than the speed. And that is the best thing, because you might just be all about the speed, and you're not growing. Growing is what matters, not necessarily the speed. There is this popular saying that used to people bring up once in a while, that it is not always how far, it is how well. How well have you lived your life? How well have you learned the lessons that your life has taught you and the ones you've gained from others? How well have you lived, not just how far you've gone? All right. The fourth lesson, this is more or less like the most important and the most interesting for me. 30 isn't an end. Are you kidding me? I think for me, this is the biggest realization I'm having, that turning 30 can never be the end. I mean, it should actually come with excitement that, wow, I'm going into another flow that will be more intentional, another flow that is super exciting, another flow that I'll be achieving all of the things that I'm meant to achieve, another flow that I'll be working in a different and a unique way, because I have gained lesson, I have gained wisdom, I have gained knowledge that I'll be working with, and that I will do better. Because you've learned all of these lessons in your 20s, in your teenage, and with this weapon, let's not call it weapon, with this knowledge that you have, you will definitely do better. You'll be more intentional. You won't make the mistakes that you've made before. All right. So it's like you're coming to the exam hall with the answers to the questions. So, yes, trust me when I say this, having this mindset practically changes everything for you. And that is what I'll be going into my 30 with. All right. This level that I'm going into, I'll be more intentional. I'll be better off because I am coming with knowledge. I'm coming with difficult lessons that I had to learn. I'm coming with a different perspective. I'm coming with a different mindset. So 30 is actually the beginning of something new, like a furnace. You're igniting yourself like a furnace, you're being reborn. So yeah, that is what 30 should come with. So yeah, if I'm going to summarize this, I'll say turning 30 feels scary. We're not going to deny that fact. But then again, it also feels powerful. Yes, it feels powerful because it means that I survived my 20s, I survived my teenage, I survived my childhood, the confusion, the lessons, all of the things I had to learn, all of the things I had to listen to. I survived all of them. I survived all of them to become the person that I am today, to face my 30s, which means you're not going to your 30s empty handed. You're going with wisdom. You're going with something better to become something better. You're going, wow, you're going to this third floor wiser. So it's like a plain sheet for you to write out what you want for yourself, to design the life that you want for yourself, to become your best self. Not the time when you start feeling like it has all ended. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? No. It is a time where you're reborn and where you become better, where you shine your light and not dim it because of what the society is going to say, or because of what the people around you are going to think. And this is also a little thing that I can chip in. If you are around people that talk down on you because you're in your 30s or bring in negative energy, trust me, this is a time where you have to revamp your association, revamp the things that are not in line with the place you're going, revamp all of the things, the people you're following, whatever it is that is not giving you the good energy that you want, that is not giving you the right words, the right feelings that you need to grow. It is the time where you need to let them all go. Yes, this is where you need to let them go. Have the abundant mindset that the people meant for you will come for you. Your tribe will come for you, that have the same mindset that you have. And you won't even realize all of this if you don't have the right mindset yourself. So first of all, you need to have the right mindset. That your 30 might feel scary, but it is powerful. Okay? And who knows, maybe that's the real beauty of turning 30. That's the real beauty of growing older, right? So instead of you to be chasing perfection, you start chasing growth. You start growing on everything that you do instead of trying to be perfect. And that is where and when you actually truly start living, you start enjoying life, right? So if you're in your 20s or you're approaching 30 like me, tell me in the comment section what scares you the most about getting older. Let's talk about it. Let's share our experiences, our knowledge, and also learn from one another. So this is you. I'll be wrapping it up for today's video. If you want more videos like this on 30 series, please do let me know in the comment section. So remember, my name is Luchisam, and this is Luchisjournal. On this platform, we share everything healing, growth, and how to navigate life in your 20s and 30s. So I'll see you in my next one. Until then, please do well to take care of yourself. All right, and be good to this.